Well, it feels like this is the Five of Swords. They call it the Five of Themes in this particular deck. Aries, it could be you, but I feel like that someone's trying to sell you a bill of goods. And it may not be goods exactly as the way of a physical form, but it could be an idea. It probably is an idea. Someone's wanting you to come on board their boat. They may want you to be the captain. They may want you to take on the leadership responsibilities. So, it may not be a bad thing. Normally with this card, the typical scenario is this guy's trying to sell him this idea, and he's like, I don't know about that. So either way, I heard the word monkey business. I actually, in my third eye, saw a monkey. So be discerning, of course. Make sure that this idea is for real, that it has substance, that it has some practicality, that it's grounded in the physical root of manifestation, and that it's not some airy-fairy idea. I'm just saying, and it could be the other way around. You could be this guy trying to convince this person. I'm not feeling it. But you all can put in the comments below. Always make sure and do that. So you could be the merchant, or you could be the guy that's trying to sell the goods. So let me know either way. But for some reason, I'm feeling like this is taking you. There's distance, traveling distance in regards to this card. I don't know what that is about exactly, but that's what I'm hearing is distance, travel, relocation. It could be distance phone calls. It could be, on Skype, Zoom, one of those types of technologies that takes us across and around the world. I'm just saying, make sure that the particular idea or service is of benefit to you. Now, I love the card next to it is the Chariot card, or they call it the Battle Wagon. In this particular deck, and really that makes sense for the Chariot. We think the Chariot, all right, great, this is an adventure. It is a new adventure. It's new horizons, new ways and situations and opportunities to step out of your box and move forward beyond any negative situations or circumstances that have been bringing you down. So as you can see, this guy's ready for new adventures. He has his white horses. He's waving to the air. I feel like you're going to be able to open up yourself to relationships with other people that will have you informed. We'll see you stepping up the ladder. We'll see you being the leader in some circumstances. I feel like that there's people around you that want to see you take on some responsibility, and you probably will do that. And that's what this is about, is moving towards an adventure. The horses represent strength and success. So there's success where you're moving to. There's success on this new ride you're going and approaching. Going to and approaching. The King of Chalices comes up under this Five of Swords. So this guy is saying, let's be hearty, let's be healthy, let's be happy. It's probably a social invitation is what I'm feeling, though. I feel like that there's some sort of someone, this could be the guy that's wanting to talk you into coming to work for him. He's making it sound easy breezy, or at least it's very charming. He's a very charming person. He's saying, oh yeah, you can use the expense card and go out to eat as often as you want. You'll be able to travel on us if this is about your work. I mean, it's the Cup card, so it's about emotions. But it's, it's what emotions make us feel like. Oh, they're treating me well. Oh, they want to do this for me. They want to do that for me. So the cups are an internal emotional feeling that our barometer says, is this right for me or is this not right for me? I feel like this guy is this is the emotional barometer that's going to let you know whether to take on this person who's wanting to sell you. And I feel like it's positive, actually. In the long run, it's positive because you have the Chariot card and the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands represents creating magic around new inspiration, new ideas, fun times. Let's see how we can be inspired and have that passion. And I really love that it's below this Chariot card because I feel like that there's a new publishing deal, or there's a new maybe you're growing organic food or herbs, or but I feel like it's more than just having a garden outside of your home. I feel like you're taking on, some of you, the leadership of, it could be some sort of organic food company. You're making a deal. I see some of you shaking hands with people that are possibly loaning money or backing you or supporting you in some way or another. And the fifth card that came up was the Knight of Pentacles. And in this particular card, it's a woman. Usually it represents someone who is in their midlife, and the knights are still moving forward. So this represents someone who's moving forward with their money, with their finances. They're ready to take on new experiences. Again, moving forward, moving through the obstacles and into the path where it feels easier in a way. It feels like there's abundance and prosperity. So you may have to go through a little bit of the riffraff up here, maybe not. And I'm not talking about people, but I'm talking about different circumstances. Let me move these cards up so you can see them. I'm not really sure why there you go. But there's an awesome creative position that you are going to love, and you can be so well inspired. You may have to pack your bags. You may have to travel. I am getting, for any of you all that are located I heard Fort Worth. And so, if you're near Fort Worth, Texas, or you have dealings in Fort Worth, I don't know why that came up. I've been there. I'm, as you know, located not in that area, but I am in the South, so I'm not really sure why that came up. It may also be a fort, like one of the Fort Hood or something like that, a base. Interesting. That might come out of this card as well. It might be military. Or if you're with the military, moving to a different base. Just saying, interesting cards, you guys. But I feel like in the long run, for the outcome card, the Knight of Pentacles, she's very relaxed because she knows that where her path is, her project, her new inspiration. It's almost like this donkey turns into this horse. This donkey who is drinking the well of light is turning into this beautiful, magical, striding horse with this bird flying above. And you have a couple birds. You have 1, 2, and this is a peacock. This peacock actually represents communication, generosity. So, you figure out what the strengths and the weaknesses are in this situation, and you can really move forward with a lot of gusto. And there's going to be some social invitations too for some of you. And of course, a lot of you are having birthdays, but I feel like this is more of a business invitation that you're thinking, well, should I go or shouldn't I go? I'm not really sure if I should take that on. But if you do, there might be very promising news that come out of it. Say you thinking, well, I don't know if I want to go do that tonight, or I don't know if I want to fly to New York and, go to this meeting they want me to come to. I'm kind of feeling like it's going to take you places. Okay. And then the Six of Swords comes up, and that too is about moving. This is a major arcana card, the Chariot card. The Six of Swords is in this sword card, so it's about taking your good thinking with you, leaving the past behind. It's similar in nature to this. As you can see, the 6 swords are down here. Here's another horse. You guys have some horses, don't you? 1, 2, 3, and a donkey. Like I said, horses represent strength and success. So there's success written in the cards. Let's see what else comes up. Yep, 8 of Pentacles. All right, so this is a guy who's experienced. He's taken his experience with him. It's a new apprenticeship, and there's money to be made. He has all the tools he needs. He has some acknowledgement already, and he's working on a new venture. So a lot of you guys are going to have opportunities. And then the 3 of Pentacles comes up. That is so hilarious almost. Okay, so this is being angelically blessed with a new opportunity. It's, some of you may have go through a training, and you're just being really acknowledged for what you do, and you're being given a promotion and an outline, and you're taking it with great graciousness, applause. These 2 cards are not unsimilar. This is about a brand new apprenticeship, and this is one that he's moving and taking his experiences with him. So you might be doing both. You might have a ton of experience with where you're going, and then you're learning some new things. So the Temperance card, the Patience card, this came up in the last reading as a clarification card. Balance, balance, balance for you guys. If you have to balance home and family, husband and wife and work, animals, your pets and your family, it's all about balance. It's feeling like you're in between 2 places sometimes, right? The Wish card comes up. So whatever you've wished, this new moon, I'm doing this before the new moon, which is in Aries on March 28th. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Set your new moon intentions. Make sure that, what do you want to see this next month, this next 6 months, this next year? Usually we say the new moon intentions for just this the next month following. But since this is your birthday, wow, I would go for it. Wishes to be granted. And it can be in a form of any kind. This, as you can see, it can be about relationships or about our money, a new project. It could be getting a new house, getting a new boat. And I'm pointing these different cups out because, as you can see, there's different shapes and sizes. So there's all types of different wishes that we have that can come true. All right, and here's an air sign. This is the King of Swords. So somebody in your life is very judicial, is very practical, very intellectual, and this could be a justice card. I'm feeling like there's either you're working with the justice or legal system, or you're planning and getting organized. This is usually an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I'm getting a lot around Libra with this person, and Libra represents the scales of balance and that. It came up after the 9 of Chalices, so it might be something legal that's been going on, whether you've been probating a will or a divorce going through. I feel like you're going to see your wishes come true. Some of you have been up at night worrying. And then the Queen of Swords comes up. Okay, so this is what I do feel like. Your wish is going to come true. You've been worried about it, but justice and fairness, because you get the King and the Queen of Swords who have mastered the ability to analyze, they have a keen sense of right and wrong. And I feel like this essence is going to really help you out, Aries, of this air sign. So if this has been a problem and you've been worried about finances, or you've been sick, or you've been concerned about somebody, crying over somebody, there's judicial support, there's balance in this, there's I'm feeling like harmony. So leave in the comments below what's been going on for you in your I'm hearing personal life as well as your business if you'd like to. Okay, I'm going to add up these original 5 cards. And this is the 5, 7 is 12, 13, 14, 15. These are all ones down here. The king, the page, and the knight. So 1, 2, 3. 7 is 10, 15. 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 in numerology represents self, represents abundance and responsibility. So, I feel like you're going to anyway, but to me, this card represents what is in my best interest. And I feel like if you work out all the nitty-gritty details, this is going to move you in a whole different ballgame, whole different state of being, of perspective of seeing your life. This could be like, I don't mean like winning the lottery, but you're going to feel like, oh, wow, this is pretty amazing. This is where I've wanted my life to be for a long time, and it's going in that direction now. The 15, right, that's what we had, 1, 2, 3, and then 7 is 10, yeah. 15. In traditional tarot, 1, 2, 3, 7 is 10, 15, yes, is the same as the devil card. So, that often says, don't be too misguided by your work or earthly possessions. In other words, don't stay at a job too long that's not serving you, because just because it's paying, maybe paying great, but it may not be inspiring you any longer. It may not be what you're looking for. It may not feel delicious any longer. So that card basically says not to feel so tied to the earthly. It could be addictions in life. There's many different types of addictions. One can work too hard. One can be tied to a person they're not romantically in love with. One can be tied to their work because it's paying the bills. So the devil card is just saying, relax. You have new strength to work with. You have new opportunities and boundaries to work with.